Hello, you guys. Welcome to my channel. I'm Miley, and today's pick and image reading will be for your month of May predictions. What energy you can anticipate for your month of May in the year 2025. Before we get into the readings, I would like for you to know that you are free to listen to the messages that I channel today through the cards, and I hope that regardless of what you choose, you will make your decision based on your own inner guidance. On the screen, you have the opportunity here to select which of the three piles with the May calendar calls to you the most, and you may select one or more piles if you choose to do so. Because this is a general reading, parts of the channeled messages may or may not resonate. So if it does not resonate, release and do not force it to resonate for whatever your life situation may be at the time you are seeing this video. Now that I've said all of that, if you need more time to determine which pile is meant for you, I will give you more time to meditate on that. And if you don't need any more time selecting the pile that has your name and energy written all over it, then your timestamp for your reading can be found in the description box below. And I'll see you at your selected pile. I hope you enjoy your reading. Hello, my pile number ones, and welcome to your May prediction reading. For your tarot cards, you have the Six of Swords upright, the Six of Cups upright, and the Knight of Pentacles upright. Well, the energy feels as though you are taking things slow for this month. Maybe you had such a hectic month of April that you are wanting to take things slow in the month of May. I'm picking up on getting things in order, staying organized, sorting everything out, especially if it's relating to conflicts that you may have with others. You are ready to move on from what no longer is part of your worries. In the Six of Cups, I'm seeing a mending of relationships, and this could be any form of a relationship, a professional one or a personal one. For the most part, it is with anyone that you come into contact with the most. This could be your boss, your coworkers, family, friends, romantic partners. I'm also seeing pets as well. This could be with a pet that you don't get along with too well usually, but for whatever reason this pet starts to grow on you, and or they are starting to warm up to you. Or if you are taking care of an ill pet, you may start to see improvements in their health. Slow improvements, but it's better than no improvements. In the Knight of Pentacles, you could also be trying to manage medical bills. In the Six of Cups, I'm seeing someone going to therapy. So far, The energy in this reading is saying that this month will be a healing month for you, pal number one. Everyone is slowly opening themselves up to healing and moving on from the past. And the past could mean issues that have been here for decades to issues that have occurred since yesterday. You're trying your best to have things under control and not allowing things to get way out of hand. Everything that you want to achieve or do this month, you are doing everything in your power to ensure that everything is doable. Everything that comes your way, you are wanting for it to be manageable. You are checking your calendar and making sure that you are not double booking anything. You are not overloading your schedule. Just because you have time to squeeze in one more thing into your weekly schedule doesn't mean that you should. And you are aware of this. You are trying to manage your stress levels for this month. And I'm seeing that money could be intertwined with everything you are trying to manage. You are trying to be very responsible this month. I'm seeing someone trying to cut back on things that are connected to extra money that doesn't necessarily need to leave your account. For example, if you tend to order food a lot, you're noticing that the delivery fees are starting to get too expensive, and so you are trying to minimize how frequently you order out, or you could be cutting back on ordering food altogether and instead are choosing to be mindful of what you shop for at the grocery store. You're creating a grocery list and sticking to it. You're not shopping on an empty stomach. You're not buying things like snacks that feed into your unhealthy cravings. You're cooking meals or deciding to meal prep to decrease your chances of wanting to order out. And I'm getting that whatever you are choosing to manage, you know and understand that it's for the better. You know that it is best for you to practice self-control. I'm seeing you declining certain invites because you know that you do not have the finances to keep up with everyone else who has money or even doesn't have money to waste. You just know that you won't be wasting yours and getting yourself into some trouble. Again, you are trying to keep things chill for this month. There's no need to disturb the balance you are trying to create and manage. Staying grounded is definitely helping you this month. You do not have the time or energy to deal with anything that could lead to chaos ensuing. Again, you may have dealt with this chaotic energy before in the previous month, but this month you are intentional with what you want to put your energy towards. It's like you're picking and choosing your battles carefully. You are trying to pace yourself. You do not want to move any faster than the pace you are choosing to move in. You are focused and you are doing your best to not let anything deter you from accomplishing what you want to accomplish. You're making it your goal to finish what you started this month. I'm getting a completion vibe from you, pile number one, like you already completed what you set out to complete, or maybe this is the energy that you are in by the end of the month. You definitely finished something that you were steady and persistent with. You were patient with yourself and understood that slow and steady does win the race in your case. And the Page of Wands upright is here now in your reading. And I don't know why, but I'm really drawn to the fact that this person in the card is alone. They are about to embark on a journey alone, but they don't mind. They actually are excited to go at it alone. I'm getting that others might not understand it, but the Page of Wands doesn't care about others' opinions about what they got going on. The page is just ready and open for change. They are open to trying something new. They are open to exploring. Some of you may attempt to do solo travel for this month or start to do things that you realize doesn't necessarily need company to bring along with you. Think of it as taking yourself out on a date. You may be finding the confidence to do that for yourself for the first time. You're getting really creative with how you seek out joy and entertainment for yourself, especially if it's for free. I'm getting the visual of someone taking themselves out on a picnic and they are enjoying their hobbies like painting or knitting or crocheting in the outdoor space, enjoying the sun, enjoying the overall weather. I'm also seeing someone enjoying a good book that was on their TBR list that they have been meaning to read for a good while but haven't found the time to read it. This person is sitting by a window while listening to the sound of rain and enjoying their cup of coffee or their cup of tea. I'm also seeing someone playing in the rain and finding the fun in that. The Justice card upright is here as a clarifying card for the Page of Wands, and it's really highlighting this idea that you really truly understand the importance of balance in your life. You understand how causes and effects really work, and so you know to do what you need to do to get the effects that you are looking for in your life. You may have had experiences that have taught you this lesson, and you are finally in the right season in your life to put into practice the lesson that you learned from the past. You currently already have a lot on your plate and you don't want to add anything else to it. The Ten of Wands upright and the Ten of Swords upright as the clarifying card is here to confirm that in your reading. Whatever is already on your list, you are committed to completing that, and whatever is trying to get on that list, you are completely ignoring. I'm seeing someone mumbling under their breath curse words and complaints that are running through their mind because they are annoyed and may feel as though everyone is asking for too much from them. People are giving this person way more responsibilities than this person has signed up for. I'm hearing someone say, "This was not on my job description. This has nothing to do with my job title, so why are you giving this to me? Why are you tasking me with this?" And their boss is like, "Well, it's because I can rely on you. You know how to keep things in motion around here, keep things in order around here. I honestly don't know what I would do without you." And so this person, who could be you, is going back and forth with their boss, how they cannot and will not handle these new responsibilities. I'm seeing you getting worked up and stressed out about how to manage everything in your life. And because the Ten of Wands and the Ten of Swords are 10 cards, I'm seeing that this may be a cycle for you. You may constantly have to go through this cycle of everyone heavily relying on you, that for this month you're telling everyone that enough is enough. You're dropping everything and saying, whatever I care about is what I'm going to deal with. um, you're getting the bare minimum of me. I'm not going above and beyond for everyone this month. Instead, I am only going to focus on what's important to me, and maybe, just maybe, if I feel like helping someone, I will. But don't expect me to help you just because I like to help and be there for others. Don't take my kindness for granted, or you have taken my kindness for granted, and now I'm pulling back. I'm pulling my energy back, and now you are just going to have to find someone else to help you with your situation because I'm not doing it. I'm too tired to help anyone else with their own problems. This time I'm focused on me and my problems and what I got going on in my life. Overall, what I am saying is that I am putting my foot down, and I mean it this time. For some of you, this may be the first time you're putting your foot down and standing firm in you saying that you are not in a position to help others, and others may be taken aback by this, and it could feel a little scary for you because you don't mean to upset anyone. You just want for everyone to take into consideration your feelings and that the world doesn't revolve around them. You have things that you need to take care of too that are just as equally as important, and you are setting the boundary that others cannot rely on you for things that don't really need your support for it. They can do it themselves, or they can find someone else to rely on to help them, as long as it's not you, because your plate is already full and you haven't even had the time to address the things that you wanted to address. It feels like the people pleasers are starting to heal that inner wound that says they have to go above and beyond in order to mean something in this world, and they are starting to realize that they don't need to do that. They are learning to just be themselves. You are learning to just be you. And if you want to be the best at something, it's because you are wanting to strive for that title for you and your own personal goals, and not because deep down you are seeking approval from others to validate that you are an amazing person to have in anyone's life. I will say though, to find the balance between being selfish and being overly giving, because I'm sensing that some may take things too far with being selfish. I'm picking up on this ruthless, cold-hearted energy when some of you make the switch from being an overly giving person. It's like the saying, hurt people, and it's like you're saying, well, if everyone else can be selfish and use and abuse people like me, then why can't I do the same? I want to be selfish too. Clearly, me being selfless all the time isn't doing me any good. There is nothing appealing about me being this way, so I should just give up and start being just as selfish as everyone else. And now the Temperance card reversed and the King of Pentacles card reversed as the clarifying card is here to say to be careful with being this kind of a person that you are not. Just because you are going in the opposite direction to tip the scales and make things right for yourself doesn't mean that you are automatically going about doing things in the most healthiest manner. If you are leaning too far to the left, that doesn't mean to lean too far to the right to balance everything out. I, it means that you need to adjust and fine tune something to make it just right. And I'm getting that that's where setting healthy boundaries kicks in so you can find stability in different aspects of your life. You don't want to get too greedy because that will send you down a path you don't want to go down. In the King of Pentacles reverse, I am picking up on someone handling their money immaturely. Maybe in the past, some of you splurged on materialistic things that weren't good for you for the simple fact that you lacked the self control to know when to stop spending your money on something. I'm picking up on gambling. So, someone out there may have had a gambling addiction in the past, and that's why this month they may be striving to put themselves in a position where they know how to have self control with spending their money. They are trying to self indulge a little less because they are realizing that they are running a little low on money, and the Eight of Pentacles card is here in your reading to confirm that. You may be accumulating debt and it is causing concern from you, and you are wanting to get that handled and dealt with by managing your money a little bit better, by watching where your money is going a little bit more closely. This may be why I was picking up on finding ways to enjoy life by doing things that are for free or require you to spend less than what you are willing to spend, because you still want to enjoy living life. You should be able to still enjoy living life. You just have to get a little creative. You may have a tendency to spend a little more when you are hanging around people. You may be the one who would typically pay for the bill so everyone could enjoy eating out at a restaurant. Well, now you may still be willing to eat out with friends, but you're only paying for how much the food you ordered cost. You are not paying for everyone else. If someone asks if you can pay for their food and they say they'll pay you back, but you know this person has a tendency to not pay others back, then you're putting your foot down and saying, no, I don't have money for you. I only had enough for myself tonight, and so I only ordered what I knew I could afford, and you should have done the same. Now, for your final tarot card for your month of May prediction, you have the Queen of Cups reversed. I'm getting that if you find yourself in a predicament where you get invited out to go somewhere and you know that it will require you to spend money that you don't have, you have two options. You can either A, be honest about your situation and ask if someone is willing to pay for things on your behalf. In the Queen of Cups reversed, I'm getting that you should be a little bit more considerate of others and not just expect for them to do these nice things for you. They could be in a position where they are trying to monitor how much they spend as well, and so you shouldn't take their kindness for granted. Communicate with them and give them the option to choose instead of putting them in a tough position where it's too late and the meals were ordered and the bill is here, and now you feel, or they feel, pressured to financially struggle because they have to not only pay for themselves, but you as well, which probably wasn't even what they financially planned for the night. Your second option, option B, is if no one is willing to pay for things for you, then you have the option to sit this one out. You may feel a little bit of FOMO with option B, but again, with cause and effect, you'll get over your fear of missing out because you understand that you would rather have or keep or build the little money that you have in your pocket than to have no money in your pocket at all. And having some is better than having none. And while you may not be feeling content with where you are because it's putting you in a different position that is not allowing you to have fun in the typical way you would like to have fun, if you're a little open-minded and get creative, you will still be able to put yourself in a position where you can still feel happy with life, even if your perception on life says that you don't have a lot, or others' perception would say that you don't have a lot when it comes to material things. But you are learning that you are abundant in other ways, and in acknowledging how you are abundant in other ways, you're realizing how truly blessed you really are, and eventually the universe will bless you with the materials that not only you would need more of, but also you are wanting more of. So don't knock spending solo time with yourself. You may find that you enjoy it more than you thought that you would. Just because things are changing for you doesn't mean that you are not able to or are not allowed to find joy in your life. No one can take that away from you, but overall, do what you know is best for you and your life situation in the month of May. That is the overall message that you need to receive and carry with you throughout the month. Free yourself from the judgment of others. If you do find yourself realizing that others are judging you for not being on their level or are speaking ill on your name because you finally decided to set firm boundaries that prohibit them from using you for their own benefit, there is a shedding that is happening within you where you are turning things around for yourself by letting go of the old ways of being that have not served you well in this life. You could also be letting go of people who have not or are not willing to support or cheer you on during this process of change that you are currently going through in the month of May. And I feel happy for you. The universe feels happy for you because you are starting to learn this month to be happy with yourself and the decisions that you are making for yourself. Moving on from the tarot portion of your reading, the last thing that I would like to give to you, pile number 1, is your oracle card from the Work Your Light Oracle Cards deck. That is here to give you the key takeaway from this reading, and the card that came out for you was the Answer the Call card that says, what is your soul calling you to do? And reading from the guidebook for your card, it says, your guidance is divinely guided. You are being called to answer the call of your soul. It might be scary, it might not make sense, but if you trust your soul's yearning, you will live a life beyond what your mind could possibly imagine. Answering your soul's calling is not a one-time thing, rather a lifelong dance. Deep down, you already know what you long for, what your soul yearns for. Whatever you are called to do, that is your calling. Don't overthink it. Don't wait for permission, just say yes. Most people are waiting for a step-by-step plan before they take the first step, but intuition doesn't work like that. It takes faith and courage to answer the calls of your soul, and that's why most people don't do it, but you are not most people. You are in exactly the right place to answer your calling now. You don't need to know the whole plan. You don't even need to know where it is leading. You just need to take the next step. No one has ever had the complete perfect plan. There is no end destination. There is no right or wrong way to do it, and you do not need permission from anyone else. Sometimes the more resistance we have around answering a soul calling, the more important it is to our soul's growth. And for your Work Your Light inquiry, it says, what is your soul calling you to do? And that is all that I have for you, pile number 1. I hope that the messages within this pile resonated with you. And if you would like to, don't forget to like, comment, and or subscribe to follow when I next upload. And until then, I hope that you all have a blessed and wonderfully divinely guided day and month. See ya! Hello, my pile number 2s, and welcome to your May prediction reading For your tarot cards, you have the King of Pentacles reversed, the Five of Wands reversed, and the Nine of Pentacles reversed. In the Five of Wands reversed, paired with the Nine of Pentacles reversed, it feels like you're tired, pile number two. Like you don't have a lot of fight left within you. Where's the energy? Where's the passion to keep going? It feels like you're giving up on something. In the King of Pentacles reversed, I'm picking up on bad business. What you are making off of your business is starting to become not enough for your business to stay open. I'm picking up on this defeated, discouraged energy from you, like something that you once cared about is losing its life, and you feel unsure about what to do about this situation that you are having, or you do know what you need to do, but it's not the ideal way that you would prefer to run your business, and you feel infuriated about the whole thing. I'm picking up on not having enough materials that you need to keep your business open, or you can't sell enough products to keep the business alive and well, which is affecting your well-being because you live off of what you sell for your business, what you are able to provide to the public because you offer a kind of service to a specific community. Maybe you own a restaurant in your neighborhood, but you aren't getting the customers you need to keep the restaurant open. Or maybe you sell makeup products to the makeup community, but you don't have access to your products so you can sell them, or you just increased your prices, which is affecting how many people can actually afford your product prices. This reading is definitely for my entrepreneurs out there for sure. I'm also getting the visual of someone making a deal with another person, but this deal wasn't what it was cracked up to be in the end. There was a bad business deal that was made, and someone was tricked or lied to in the situation. Someone didn't listen to their intuition, and now they are full of regret. The Four of Cups upright has shown up in your reading, and I'm getting the vibe of someone who is feeling defeated. It's leading towards this depressing energy where all they can focus on is the negative and they can't see anything else around them, not even what the universe is trying to offer them. The universe is trying to offer you advice, words of encouragement, support, and it's just going through one ear and out the other. It honestly feels like you're zoning out. You're not even here. You may have dissociated from your reality. And I, as your reader, feel like I can't even make any true sense of what is happening in your reading because it feels like you're not here. Like, I truly don't know what to say to you, pal number two. What do you say to someone who has checked out? It feels like people are trying to talk to you, but you are sticking your index fingers in your ears to block out what they are saying to you, and so everything sounds muffled. I do think that some of you are feeling heartbroken by whatever you are going through. You are disappointed that things turned out this way. It feels like someone came in and decided to just completely crush your dreams, and you don't know how to come back from this. I'm getting the example of someone romantically breaking your heart, and after the breakup happens, the universe is coming in saying, surprise, we have a better love interest for you now that you have finally gotten rid of the other one that clearly wasn't meant for you or wasn't good for you, and you're just looking at the universe like, read the room. Do I look like I'm emotionally in a position to accept another love offer? I'm sorry to whoever this new love interest is, but I'm not open. I'm not interested right now, so go away. And so you're rejecting anything new that is coming your way. There is a lot of self-doubt that you can carry on with this business of yours or carry on with life and believe in love again. The Judgment card reversed has made an appearance in your reading, and I'm hearing you judging yourself, saying, where did I go wrong? Was it something that I did that caused this to happen to me? And again, you're focusing on the negative. It's like the situation needed to happen in order for you to become aware of yourself, and you have been, and what you have been doing that has led to this moment. It would be like if someone was in a relationship and they thought that everything was fine until their partner comes in and says, "Nothing has been fine for a while. You just simply refuse to acknowledge the problems in our relationship, and now I'm leaving you because of this." And the person is just standing there like, "What? I'm confused. How did we get here?" And now this person is trying to rack their brain as to how things unfolded in the way that they did. It's like they didn't learn the lesson that they needed to learn when being in the relationship, and now they have to learn it once they have lost everything. The Seven of Pentacles is now here in your reading and wants to highlight there being a setback that could potentially occur. I'm picking up on not reviewing something or not reflecting on something that has caused the setback to occur. Not double checking behind yourself to make sure that everything is good. I'm getting that if you don't self reflect, then how can you expect to grow successfully in your career or improve your business? I'm picking up on taking inventory and planning. And if you don't do this or you forget to do this, then it could potentially lead to some form of a setback. I'm getting that planning will help so that you aren't wandering around aimlessly with trying to achieve your goal. The universe wants for you to keep your eyes on the prize, but you may be struggling to do that. Again, you're focusing on something that you are spending too much time on looking at, to the point that you are ignoring other things that need your attention or are calling for your attention. The Knight of Cups upright with the King of Wands reversed as the clarifying card is giving me the scenario of someone who has given something their all, whether that be a relationship or they have given all that they got to get a business up and running. And when they don't get what they want in return, this person turns into a vicious person who is upset, and they are yelling at their romantic partner or their business partner or the universe and saying, "You promised me you would give me X, Y, and Z in return if I agreed to follow your plan, if I agreed to be in this partnership. So, where is my reward? Where is my happy ending? I was trying to be open minded and tried to trust you, but you didn't uphold your end of the deal. I thought we negotiated a great deal. So, what happened?" I'm getting that some of you may encounter a person that is the King of Wands reversed, where they have proven themselves to be unreliable, untrustworthy. I'm picking up on scammer vibes. They're heartless to a certain degree. Maybe to you specifically, they are a heartless human being. I'm getting that this person could be controlling and or aggressive, especially when they don't get their way. I'm getting the visual of the kind of person that is in a relationship for the sake of being able to say that they are in one, but they don't do anything that would indicate that they actually care about their relationship. This person kind of just floats around in life, not really caring about their partner. And if they lived together, if they lived with their partner, it would come off as though they were more like roommates and not a couple that lived together. Yeah, see, now the Sun card is here in your reading reversed. Someone is feeling miserable, someone is unhappy, and pessimism is starting to set in, and someone is being very apathetic because of the direction that a certain aspect in their life is going. You either didn't plan ahead of time or you didn't expect for things to turn out how they did. Your expectations were really high and then they just got knocked down. Another Pentacles card has come out in your reading reversed, and that's the Ten of Pentacles reversed. The foundation that you were trying to build something on, you are now realizing was unstable from the beginning, or something has come in that was powerful enough to make it unstable, and you are unsure of how to recover from this disaster. I'm picking up on someone filing for bankruptcy. It's clear that there was a material loss that has happened and you've quit. You have given up the battle to try and say what you feel like you're losing. I feel like I don't need to harp on this anymore, pal number two. I feel like you get the point and are just waiting for me to move on from this. It's like, I get it. My month is going to be full of doom and gloom, and I feel as though that there is more to this than what the current cards are telling me. So, I am going to change it up a bit and pull more cards to see how you can turn things around for yourself, because it's already clear that a storm is going to come in that you can't stop, and it's going to attempt to wreck what you have tried to build. So, how you can turn things around this month while you're in the midst of the storm or after the storm, you have the Chariot upright with the Six of Pentacles upright as the clarifying card. The first thing that I am getting is that having a support system would be for your benefit to help you push through and get through the month. I'm picking up on the community again. It's like the community is coming in to challenge your way of thinking. If you have a business and you think to yourself, no one's going to buy my products after I make it out of the storm and I'm left with a mess to clean up and deal with, I'm getting charity or donations to help you in your time of need. There are people out there that are willing to come in and say, I will buy your products just to simply support you and your small business because I believe in it. I love your products that much. I'm getting that long-term customers who have the money to financially support you will come in and do their best to keep your business open a little bit longer because they understand that this business affects your livelihood. Your support system or your community is going to challenge you to not give up on yourself and your dreams. And this is the kind of challenge you are willing to accept. I'm seeing you expressing gratitude that people are not only willing to support and uplift you in your time of need, but also expressing gratitude towards how much they believe in you and the hard work that you put into your craft or your gift or talent that you have been willing to share with the world. Someone out there is very appreciative of the things that they or the things that you share with the world, and therefore wants to support you in whatever way that they can. It will feel like a breath of fresh air to know that there are people out there who are still willing to spread kindness and create a sense of community. It's really nice. This energy feels really nice and pleasant to be in, and I feel as though this pleasant feeling is what will help you to get through your month of May. It's like without even realizing it, you created an emotional support system for yourself that you didn't know that you had or needed until you needed it. And you are appreciative for it. For your final tarot card, you have the Ace of Wands reversed. So there's no avoiding that you will be receiving some form of unpleasant news. Some of you may experience some stress or worries this month that are showing through as you having some creative blocks, which is then stopping you from using your gifts and talents in the way that allows for you to thrive and shine through your creations. I'm also picking up on missed opportunities. So some of you may be hesitant to accept a new offer that is coming your way. Like I said with the romance scenario earlier, it's like the universe is coming in at an unexpected time to say, yeah, what you went through was wild, but we have something amazing for you that is waiting for you outside your door. And because you haven't fully processed everything that has just happened to you, you're not interested yet in what is hiding behind this door. I think that another challenge for you this month would be to pay attention to what you are paying attention to. I'm picking up on confirmation bias, so be aware of that. The storm is going to come regardless, but are you going to be focused on the negative so much so that you refuse to acknowledge the positives that are willing to come your way, even in the middle of the storm? You could be missing out on a lot because of what you are choosing to look at and not look at. And the universe just wants for me to bring that to your attention so you can be mindful of it in your month of May. You have a choice right now to look at the cup half empty or half full. Um, that is your decision to make at the end of the day. And I and the universe have faith in you that you can do it. I'm hearing the word prosperously, so you can make it through your month of May prosperously. The last thing that I would like to give you, pile number 2, is your oracle card message from the Work Your Light Oracle Cards deck that is here to give you the key takeaway from this reading. And the card that came out for you was the mirror card that says who or what is triggering you. And reading from the guidebook for your card, it says, the filter of our own experience is how we experience life 90% of the time, through our own projections. When someone reminds us of an unhealed experience, we get triggered. Often it is an unconscious thing. People and situations can trigger our mirrors to reflect back to us what we believe to be true about life, the universe, and ourselves. Mirrors pointing to our shadow and our light. Mirrors revealing the parts of us that are yet to be accepted, witnessed, or loved. This card is guiding you to look closely at what experiences or people are currently triggering in you and what they could be mirroring back to you. When have you felt like this before? Could they be opportunities to heal something in you? Or are they shining a light on something that longs to be witnessed in you? This goes for the good and the bad. The good, those who we admire and put on a pedestal. If we do not realize that we are attracted to them because we are like them, we will need to cut them down in order to rise to their level. The bad, those we despise, are envious of, and put down. If we do not realize that they trigger something in us, then it is still yet to be healed, and we will remain hurt and wounded ourselves. And for your Work Your Light inquiry, it says who or what is triggering you? What is it in you that they are triggering? And what part of you longs to be witnessed? And that is all that I have for you, pile number 2. I hope that the messages within this pile resonated with you. If you would like to, don't forget to like, comment, and or subscribe to follow when I next upload. And until then, I hope that you all have a blessed and wonderfully divinely guided day and month. See you later. Hello, my pile number 3s, and welcome to your May prediction reading. For your tarot cards, you have the Four of Pentacles upright, the Eight of Wands reversed, and the High Priestess reversed. Can I be honest? It feels like you're not willing to take a chance on something. You're guarding something, you're keeping something close to your chest, and you're not listening to your intuition about something. It feels like there is a refusal to let go of something, and it's stopping you from moving forward or getting past something. The High Priestess reverse is coming to say, it's time. It's time to let something go, and you know it, but you're not listening. It's like you don't want to let go of something that you've had for a long time, and you can't see yourself living without it, and you're delaying what inevitably will come. It's like a parent who doesn't want to let go of their baby who isn't a baby anymore. They're all grown up and have their own future plans to move out of the house. They're ready to be an adult and find their place in this world as an adult. I'm also getting the example of a relationship coming to an end, but someone doesn't want the relationship to go because they have invested so much into the relationship that they just can't see themselves parting ways with it, even though nothing about this relationship screams that it's healthy to stay together or that there's more that the relationship has to offer to both people in the relationship. It's time to move on and let go, and this person knows this deep down, but they are so connected to what they are holding tight on that letting go may feel like they are losing a piece of themselves. There are no cups cards in that are here in your reading, at least for right now, but I keep picking up on the heart. Your emotions are all over the place. Your energy feels unstable at the thought of losing something that is near and dear to your heart. The Chariot card reversed is here in your reading, and I'm seeing someone trying to control a situation so things can turn out in their favor. I'm picking up on manipulation tactics to try and force things to go in a certain direction. There is a robbing of someone else's free will to do or choose what they want to choose. I'm hearing you're not leaving me. This could be you saying this to another person, you saying this to a wound within you that wants to heal, or this could be a physical, tangible item that you refuse to let go of. I'm also letting go of a business. There is a lack of self-control in the sense that you cannot force things to go your way all the time. You have to refrain from doing anything that could prevent things from not being able to be as they are. And as I say that, I'm picking up on the sixth spiritual law of success, which is the law of detachment. And I will link a few things in the description box below for you if you are curious to know in detail what this spiritual law of success means. The Eight of Wands reversed is saying that it's time to wrap things up. Some of you may have unfinished business, and the month of May highlight to you what specifically needs to be finished. There is a lack of foresight. You don't want to see it, you don't want to acknowledge it. If you ignore it, then maybe it'll go away. You don't want to look at a potential outcome because you could see it coming true. You are suppressing something that is trying to come up, and whether or not the potential outcome comes true isn't where your focus should be. And this is where the law of detachment kicks in. There is a little bit of uncertainty that you are picking up on that could be what scares you. It makes you feel a little uneasy. In your eyes, there's no security when it comes to things being up in the air, and that could be what you are afraid to lose. The Four of Pentacles upright is highlighting this idea of holding on to something that makes you feel secure, but that is an illusion. I'm getting the visual of someone saying that they want something or they want to manifest something into their life, but they aren't doing the things that they need to do to create the opportunity for their manifestation to come to life. Again, a lack of foresight. This person isn't planning things out and taking the guided actions they need to take. There is a slowness in progression being made, and I'm getting that this process doesn't need to move at this pace. It moves based on what you are doing and not doing. What are you doing to delay the process, and what are you doing to get things moving? Your intuition is telling you to do something to get things to move along, to close out a chapter in your life, and you're not listening, which is causing a delay. And what your intuition is telling you is just it's just going to get louder and louder until you feel ready to listen to it, to pay attention to it. The next tarot card that has come out in your reading is the Ten of Cups card, and I'm getting a happy ending. I'm hearing someone say, as long as the family's together, we'll be okay. So a family may be faced with some adversities, but as long as they have each other in their hearts, they'll get through their hard times. Or this could be that example I brought up with the adult child moving away. Just because they are far away, it doesn't mean that the family is broken. It just means that there's an expansion that is happening, meaning that the child is spreading their wings, but they always know where home is, and if they ever wanted to return home, they know that they can. There may be a change in the family dynamic, but at its core, not much has truly changed. There is still love that is present, as well as a sense of togetherness. I'm picking up on the saying, if you love something, let it go, and if it comes back, then it is meant to be, and if it doesn't, then it never was. Which I think so far in your reading, that is the summary of what I'm picking up on in your reading. Don't be afraid to let go. Release the need to want to control or put something in a cage. Let it fly free and let things be the way they were meant to be. For some of you, allowing for things to play their part is what will give you the results you have been seeking. Holding on to it will have the opposite effect of what you actually want to happen. You're blocking blessings or new opportunities from coming in by allowing fear to take over and tell you to hold on tightly to something. And now you have the Four of Cups reversed that has come out in your reading to indicate to me a shift in your energy where you do decide to let go and let things be. There is this energy of acceptance that is coming from the card. the energy of surrendering to what the universe has planned out for you and finally listening to your intuition. I'm hearing someone say, okay, I'm done being hard headed now. You are ready to be open to the new opportunities that will be coming your way. I'm sensing a shift in your mentality, and you're thinking to yourself, oh, this can't be that bad, or this isn't that bad. I'm open minded and I'm ready for what the universe has in store for me. It feels like your mind is clearing away everything that has been worrying you. It's like you're realizing that things didn't turn out as badly as you thought that they would. It's like you were bracing yourself to feel pain, but the pain never came. And when you release the tension from your body, you open your eyes, you look around, and you say, that was it? Oh, that wasn't that bad. I'm still alive and I feel great now that I've gotten that out of the way. There is this excitement within you that is building up because you have freed yourself from worry. You're actually looking forward to the future and realizing that the uncertainty can also bring in goodness. You have been blocking yourself from goodness that wanted to be poured into your life in a way that you didn't expect. It feels like that you've learned a new lesson and saying to yourself, I'm never holding myself back like that ever again. There's something freeing about detaching from wanting to know what is within the unknown and letting things be. In me doing this, or I also realized that it has been helping me with detaching from my worries and anxiety, and I feel good and my body is at peace within itself. The Five of Cups upright has made its appearance in your reading, and it's going back to that aspect of you that has been focused on the losses that you didn't realize that there could be potential gains that were waiting for you. Why assume the worst and why assume the best? Just don't assume and just let things be. You'll save yourself the headache. If you assume the worst, you'll get a headache. And if you assume the best, and what if the best doesn't come? You'll stress and you'll give yourself a headache. So save yourself the headache and just let things be in the moment as they come. In the Five of Cups, I keep hearing someone say, well, what if, what if, what if? And to that, I say, so? So, what if it does happen? And what if it doesn't? You'll still end up okay in the end. Nothing in the cards has indicated to me that you won't make it through. And if at any point in your month of May you feel like crying, let yourself be and cry. There's no need to hold it in and suppress it. Just like things outside of you need the space to be themselves, you also have to give yourself the space to be yourself. Let yourself go through the motions of life, because there will always be ups and ups and surprise loops, whether you want to be on this roller coaster ride or not. The next tarot card for your reading is the Ten of Swords reversed. You may feel like the person in the Ten of Swords card that has 10 swords piercing through them, but because the card is reversed, I'm getting that things will get better. You will overcome all that you want to get through in the month of May. Do you know that scene from the Incredibles movie where Edna slaps Mrs. Incredible and says, pull yourself together? That's what I feel like the universe is doing to you. They want to remind you of who you are, and anything that is thrown your way, you can handle it. So there's really no need to be fearful of anything this month, because you know what to do to get through it all. Whatever tools or resources you need to help you get through it all, they are readily available to you when you need them the most. I'm getting a new lease on life, and I say that because the Ace of Wands upright is the next tarot card in your reading, and this is happening because either you've had such a massive shift in your mindset that you are starting to look at and approach life differently from how you've been moving and operating in the past, or after you pretty much suck it up and go through the process you needed to go through, you make it out on the other side as a person who feels like they can finally breathe and is now stress-free or worry-free and are happy again. I'm hearing someone say, I don't want to go through this process, but I know that I need to, so let's hurry up and get this over with so I can move on with my life. So at the start of your reading, the energy felt like you were very reluctant to do what you were being called to do. You might not have even considered wanting to do it. It was not an option at first. It was an absolute no that you were going to go through this process. But now the energy has shifted into, I'm still reluctant, but I also want to get this over with. So my answer is now yes, I will go through this process. I will face the month of May. I won't skip what comes my way in the month of May. I am now ready to accept this challenge because I know that in the end, newness and growth is waiting for me by the end of it. The Eight of Swords reverse has come out to say that you're becoming fearless, bold, you're coming out of your shell. You're starting to believe in yourself that you can make it through the month of May. Initially, you dreaded it, but with time and a shift in your perspective, you realize that life feels pretty good when you're not putting unnecessary stress on your mind, body, and soul. Life feels good when you feel free. Life feels good when you are not trying to control every little thing. You are no longer punishing yourself and others when you decide to let go of control, or you stop applying pressure where pressure doesn't need to be applied by you. You still need to have self-control, but you don't need to micromanage everything in your life. I feel like I needed to clarify that. You're feeling pretty optimistic. Your energy feels pretty bright. It feels very youthful, like you have the energy to take on what comes your way in May and breeze right through it like everything was easy. And it can be easy. It can be as easy as you want for it to be. There's no reason to want to make things more harder for yourself. There's no need to give yourself responsibilities that you don't need on your plate. Your shoulders will feel lighter now that you aren't carrying the world on them. The Hierophant is now here reversed, which tells me and confirms to me that you are doing things differently now. What you will be doing differently will be unconventional in the sense that you're operating from a space that others might not know you to be in, or you might not know yourself to choose to be in. I'm getting that someone will unlearn something that they learned in the past. You may have learned how to control others or situations in the past. You may have experienced what it felt like to be controlled and micromanaged and not feeling safe within yourself to just be you, to be accepting of yourself. But you're healing and learning that life doesn't have to be lived in this way. You're realizing the baggage that comes with micromanaging and you're ready to drop it. You are ready to create a safe space for yourself to just be free and be you. I'm getting that someone is trying to let go of perfectionism. Striving to be perfect at everything or have everything to be perfect will drive you insane, and it is safe for you to let go of that kind of pressure on your mind. Spare your mental state. You have to create that safe space to just be you this month, and I'm getting that you will flourish a lot more when you do so. When you allow yourself to align on the path that was meant for you and not what other people want for you. Allow for things to naturally flow in life how they normally would. Again, life will have its ups and downs and losses and gains, but you will be fine regardless if everything around you is in a major or minor turbulent state. Your final tarot card is the Sun card upright, which says that you will see the sun again and better, brighter days ahead will be waiting for you once you finish what you started. And I'm hearing the song Tomorrow from the Annie film, which I think the lyrics to that song perfectly describes the optimistic state that you are adopting into your life in the month of May. You know that you will get through your month, and if you take things day by day as they come, you are resilient. And I'm picking up that doing things to ground yourself will help you to find that sense of security that you are wanting to hold on to in your life. I'm seeing someone journaling or meditating and even cleaning as a way to direct that controlling energy, because wanting to have your space be clean and organized not only helps with creating peace in your mind, but also teaches you that you are in control of what's yours and you have power over yourself. And no other person has true power or control over you, and you don't have true power or control over another human being. You can't control others, but you can control yourself and what you do and the outlook you choose to have on life. And I hope that you feel empowered knowing this. I'm sensing you feeling satisfied with yourself in the month of May, and your confidence is getting a boost because of this. You're feeling successful in the end. Your wishes may be coming true for you this month. You just have to let go of what you are holding on to so you can open your arms to receive what it is that you truly want. Now, before I end your reading, I would like to finally give you your oracle card message from the Work Your Light Oracle Cards deck that is here to give you the key takeaway from this reading. And the card that came out for you was the initiation card that says Rite of Passage, Crossing the Threshold. And reading from the guidebook for your card, it says, some of the most sacred initiation chambers and temples look scary from the outside, but are breathtakingly beautiful on the inside. This represents the journey that the soul pilgrim is required to take to reach somewhere sacred, but only the initiated can enter. Perhaps that's where you are right now. You are being tested, initiated because you are headed somewhere sacred. Initiations require that we cross the threshold from one world or state of being to the next. We are called to face what scares us and have to be willing to lose it all in order to gain a new way of being, of safety, of security, of depth, of meaning. Initiations, like rite of passage, mark the shift from one age to the next and can take place because of emotional turmoil, great loss, grief, or devastation. But it is through the seeming hardship that our heart cracks open and our spirit is invested to step forward. We take the sacred voyage into more of who we are and who we came here to be. It can be painful and scary, but once we begin the journey, we can be more ourselves than ever before. If you are in the middle of an initiation right now, you will get through it, and one day soon you will bless the thing that broke you down and cracked you open, because the world needs you open. You are going somewhere sacred. It will be worth it, and you're closer than you think. And for your Work Your Light action, it says Rite of Passage, Cross the Threshold. And with that, that is all that I have for you, pile number 3. You've reached the end of your reading. I hope that the messages within this pile resonated with you. If you would like to, don't forget to like, comment, and or subscribe to follow when I next upload. And until then, I hope that you have a blessed and wonderfully divinely guided day and month. Goodbye.